Alright guys, we're out here cooking at the end of the day. Probably burning my food, trying to get the camera set up. But uh, it's been long days. US Open today. Did my video work throughout the day. And then checked into this new hotel and came back to the venue to look for people to hit with. And thank goodness for the pickleball community. I ended up finding, players roaming around looking for rec games and stuff like that. Ended up playing a senior pro guy in singles, and he beat me 7-1. So he wanted to play the 7. He was actually really solid and impressed me. And then I hit with some other senior pro guys. It's funny, there were a bunch of senior pro guys out there warming up for their matches on Saturday, I guess, just like getting ready. But this was like already 9 o'clock at that point, so these people got some real dedication. But he ended up playing 3 to 4 singles games, so it was just good to get something in. But I really need to get more focused drilling in. It's so hard finding people who are around at these tournaments. I need someone else who has just psychotic tendencies and wants to drill all the time. And I'm not saying that to kind of boast about how much I want to drill, as much as I just genuinely want to find someone at these tournaments who wants to stay behind and put extra work in, because people are always going to eat dinner and or go hang out or do something fun, and I totally get that and I respect it. And but I'm like, are there some people out here who are wanting to take it seriously and get to the next level and really get more training in? And there are people like that, and I think I think the reason maybe sometimes I don't find that is because they tend to stick in groups with each other, and those groups are kind of already pre-established, and I don't have great results, right? I also think that like when you get good results, it kind of speaks for itself, and you're more likely to get into those types of groups. Like like the touring pros like know each other, and they'll just like shoot each other texts and stuff when they want to play or practice at a tournament. But the thing that you run into is it's really hard to get results until you have experience training with those types. But so it's kind of a paradoxical thing there. But yeah, I don't know, just gotta make it happen. I mean, the things that I can do in the short term to combat that is to have really focused sessions. Like tonight, I think the big mistake I made was I went out, kind of played poorly, wasn't feeling great, and I started to get really frustrated. Almost wanting to swear, and having just terrible body language and not giving much effort, and blaming it on the ball, which I don't like the Franklin ball. I think it's way too soft, especially for South Florida. But, I could use that as an opportunity to mentally improve. I remember Andrew Huberman, the neuroscientist guy, talking about like when you get in a cold plunge, make it an objective to see how many walls you can break. So when you get to a point where you're like mentally challenged and you think, okay, I don't want to stay in here anymore, then you choose to, combat that and fight through it and stay in the cold plunge. And he was saying, sometimes you don't want to aim for a certain amount of time. You just want to pick a goal for a number of walls you want to break through and see how many walls you can break through mentally. And I think that's what I need to do when I'm going out and I have a rough day on the courts and I'm just not there mentally, is just say, all right, look, this is a challenge. Let's see how many walls I can break through, right? And the negative attitude, the negative behavior is also just not, it's not Christ-like. It's not Christ-like. It's not a good way to witness to other people about what God's done in my life. And I still definitely struggle with the anger and the frustration. But the ironic part is that it's primarily on the pickleball court. Everybody else, everybody tells me, oh, you're like the most chill, laid-back person ever. Like I tell them that how mad I get playing pickleball, and they're like, I can never see that. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. I couldn't see it either, but then when I compete, it definitely comes out. So got some spiritual stuff to work on there. But hey, I'm thankful for this ground beef. I found 70% to 70 to 30% fat ratio in this. So I'm super excited about that. Because normally you can only find like 85-15, and then the lean stuff, you don't want the lean stuff. No, we want the fat. We want the fat. So this is good. And it's grass fed. But yeah, I've got to do my hand rehab tonight. Hand's still hurting. But getting ready for Atlanta, man. I gotta get more dialed in than ever. It's there's a disparity between where I need to be and where I'm at right now. So gotta figure out how to get that focused time in. And thank you guys for watching me cook. If you made it this far, drop your favorite animal in the comment section. And guys, I promise there will be more entertaining content coming up. It will not just be me talking to the camera, but it's been hard, like court time and not wanting to record strangers and stuff like that. And admittedly, I just need to get over it. Like the strangers probably want, like everybody wants to be recorded. It's 2025. Everybody wants to feel famous, right? So there will be more on-court content, some good training stuff coming up, some things that are hopefully beneficial. But thanks for being here in the downtime.